Alright, well, it's a little after 9 a.m. leaving Long Branch Shelter. It's a brand new shelter. Really nice, double-decker. Really nice shelter. Really good water source. So we had a good night's sleep and plenty of food to eat. Now we're headed back on the trail, headed towards Siler Bald this morning. And it's about 11.5 miles, so shouldn't be too bad. Had some company at the shelter, possibly a church group or something, I'm not sure. They were calling the fella pastor. So I figured it was some sort of youth group coming up here on a retreat of some sort. But it's good company. Some young kids, you know, not too young, but kind of young. And had a good fire. Kids cranked up a good fire last night. Stayed warm. Good night's sleep, and I'm ready to get going. Okay, here's the AT. It is this way. Alright, so I'll see you at some point on the trail. Later. There's a beautiful little spot down through here. It's like a nice little cove. Got ferns and real lush, you know, there's ferns all over the ground. It's real beautiful. Okay, so it's 9:55. I've been on the trail for about 50 minutes. Met up with a guy, trail name Eagle, short for War Eagle. We had a good conversation. I met him yesterday. I met up with him like right when I got on the trail. I was like right behind him. Had a good conversation with him. He's doing the same thing as I am, just kind of section hiking. He's already done this section, but he's just doing it to try to get back into shape, lose some weight, get his hiking legs back under him. He's 67 years old, something like that. There's Rock Gap Shelter down there. I'm gonna go hang out for a minute, filter some water that I collected earlier in the morning, and plug up my solar charger, charge up my iPod a little bit. This is steep. Of course, I don't think this is the actual path I'm supposed to be walking on. Well, it's a far cry from what I slept in last night. Really simple, basic. Nothing to it. Just probably can't see it. Picnic table. Privy down that way. Alright, so I'll take a little break and then we'll get back on the trail in a little bit. Okay, so I believe this is Rock Gap. A little parking lot down here, road. Somebody here right now. Ooh, there are trash cans, good. Throw my trash away. Yep, Rock Gap. Okay, I'm coming up to another road. There's a sign here that says Standing Indian Campground. And I was told by a couple of guys that I stayed with in the shelter last night. They said there's a pretty good little loop. You park at the campground and then you can make a loop through the AT and another trail and end up right back at your car. So a nice little loop. It's pretty cool. I have no idea where the trail is. Is that it over there? Maybe. Let's go check it out. I assume this is the trail. I don't see any blazes out. There's one. This is the trail. Alright. Check back in later. Okay, so this is coming out of Wallace Gap. It's really the first time my heart rate's been up all day. Nice little climb. Pretty much straight up. Real nice water source. This kind of cascades all the way down to Wallace Gap. To where that sign I saw, the Standing Indian Campground sign. We're still going up, out of ascending out of Wallace Gap. Toughest part of the day so far. Alright, so I'm here at Winding Stair Gap. It's just a main road, a parking lot. Again, another great spot for section hikers, you know, if you wanted to do certain sections. There's a great parking lot right here. I was wanting to stay here a little while. I was kind of hoping they'd have like a picnic table or something that I could stay at, take a nap or something, but they really don't have anything. So I set my solar charger up, put it in for full sun, put it in there in the full sun, try to get a charge on it. They have a piped water source right here too. Just to let you know. And apparently there's shuttles from hotels in Franklin that come and pick people up here as well. So, you know, if you're wanting to do a 0 a day or something, you could call somebody and have them come get you. One of these hotels. I'm not familiar with any of the hotels, so don't ask me. I was talking to one guy, and he said that one of them was a rat hole, so I don't know. Alright, so I'm here at Winding Stair Gap. I'm headed to Siler Bald Shelter. It's about a little over 2 more miles. It's like 2.2 miles. No, I'm sorry. It's right at 4 miles. And so it's going to take me about 2 hours to get there. because I've been going slow today for some reason. Been stopping a lot. Been going 2 miles an hour here and there, so I just calculated my speed and it was like 2.2 miles an hour. So it's going to take me 2 hours to get to Siler Bald Shelter. That's where I'm going to be staying tonight. I'm looking at the clouds and I see a dark cloud coming over the top of me right here. There's like a 30% chance of isolated thunderstorms today. So who knows? Alright, so I'm going to grab everything up, go ahead and hit the trail, and start heading towards Siler Bald Shelter. It is 2:51. I've been here for a while. You know, I didn't just get here. I've been here for a while. Just kind of zoning out. Wishing I had somewhere to lay down and take a nap. So 2 more hours I'm going to be at Siler Bald, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the road, hit the trail, get that going. Alright, we'll see you. Okay, it's 1:13. I'm leaving Winding Stair Gap. Headed back out on the trail. Back there is where I took a long break. Right over here, down the road a ways, is the trail. So back on the trail, headed to Siler's Bald Shelter. That's where I'm going to stay tonight. Yeah, back in the woods. Guess I can take my sunglasses off now. Alright, so this is just inside, just back on the trail from Winding Stair Gap, where I took lunch. Nice little waterfall. Little bridge going across the creek. And here we go, the hike back up and out of this gap. It's going to be a good little uphill to Siler's Bald. Looking at 2 hours and I'll be at the shelter. Alright, so I'm here at Panther Gap. It is 2:03 and coming up out of Winding Stair Gap was pretty tough. It was very strenuous at the beginning, and then it was just a gradual uphill, but it was tough. Got a little over an hour till I make it to, well, probably a little under an hour actually, or maybe right at an hour, because I'm going faster than 2 miles an hour. Going like anywhere from 2.2 to 2.5 miles an hour. So I'll be there maybe right at an hour, maybe a little less. We'll see you there. Alright. A heck of a climb there at the end especially. I made it to Siler Bald Shelter. Of course, it's still half a mile just to get to the shelter. AT continues that way, shelter this way. And it's really upsetting me that some retard is putting an N and an S on all these signs, like every single one of them. Even like the signs of the gaps, the N and S on every single one of them. It's ridiculous. People doing things like that just because they're stupid, don't know which way to go. Alright. It's going to take a few minutes to get down here, so I'll come back when I'm there. Okay, so here's Siler's bald shelter. It's like a half-mile hike to get back here. Got an exposed picnic table, but it does have, you know, various. It does have a table in here. There's no chairs or anything. You have to stand. You know, it's got your typical bench, and you know, it's got your area there. So this is what I've done. I'm here by myself. I hope I stay that way. To tell you the truth, I've washed my clothes. I used my I've used my dry bag here. Filled it with water, put the clothes in it, and then put some camp soap in there, some biodegradable camp soap, and washed my clothes. I got my food hanging here. Of course, I'm going to put it in the bear bag. The bear bags are out there. I'm going to put my food in the bear bag. They're just there temporarily. My backpack hanging here. It's about to make some coffee. And then I got my hammock, Warbonic Blackbird, hanging right here. So that's the reason why I hope I'm here by myself, because I'd like to keep that hanging there. I'd like to sleep in that tonight. But other than that, you know, good to go. I'm going to put my solar charger out here. Hopefully this will break. It did yesterday, so hopefully it'll break again. Not only that, but I want to go up to the Bald and maybe see some stars tonight. So I'm hoping that's all going to work out for me. Alright, we'll check in later. Okay, so this is my cook setup. I got a V8 stove, got a priming pan, windscreen, got the Batch Stove's 10 centimeter cook pot. That comes with a lid. And I've got a Reflectix cozy. And I do the freezer bag method, so I put the food, and as it's rehydrating, I put it in here, and then I put this over the top to help rehydrate the food, keep it warm while it's rehydrating. It works great. I've got a little pot grabber I use to pick the pot up with. I've got another kind of piece of Reflectix here that I use to pick the pot up. Got a little cut down Gatorade bottle I use as my drink cup, and a measuring cup. This is a fuel measurer and a lighter. And that's my setup as far as my cook setup goes.